What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, got this 70 or 71 GMC. But the customer brought it to me and said, I can't keep this thing running. No matter what I do, it will not stay running. They've had a few things done to it, but they got to a point where they're like, screw it, take it, get it running right. They want it to be a Saturday cruiser that they can just jump in and go cruising around. And I don't blame them, because that's a sweet truck, man. Look at that thing. It's 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton. And this is what's awesome, that I think this is awesome. It's an original 4-speed. Original 4-speed. You don't see that every day. Original Chevy 350. A lot of the issues that they were having was cooling issues. These fans on these things are so big that sometimes in the wintertime here in Utah, it's hard to get your truck to where it heats up enough to use the heater, because that fan's cooling everything down so well. The fan's working extra well. So typically you'll see people put cardboard down here in front of their radiators and things to help control and keep that heat in a little bit. So we're going to go with the upgraded system, I think, on this. We're going to get rid of that whole shroud, get rid of the fan, and put a 4-core radiator in it with electric fans. So it can actually get up to about 180 degrees before the fans kick on, and everything seems to work a lot better if you can get it up to temperature. Carburetors, all that stuff. If you can keep the heat in there, they just tend to work a lot better. See that? That's an original distributor. And on the other side of that distributor, those of you that are familiar with these older vehicles, that is the coil back in there. Points are such a pain in the butt. The old distributor with the points and the coil and all that, we're just gonna go HEI. 3 main things: carburetor, ignition, and cooling system. Those are the 3 things that we're gonna take care of today, and if we find anything else along the way, we'll update it and fix it. We've got to fix a couple of the other gauges in the dash, which we should be able to fix those or replace them, or we'll figure that out. But first off, let's tear into the carburetor and the distributor. My dad should be getting here pretty quick. I'm actually surprised he's not here. He had to go out on a call, but it's probably killing him that I'm gonna get ready to tear into this without him. Imagine getting your butt kicked by that, jeez. And that's good tape. Might be building a new setup for that. I don't know if I like that. I'll have to see how it goes, but I've got to get that out of there first. Pull that spring out. There's supposed to be a filter in there, but no filter. There it is. It's out. Time to undo the distributor. We'll pull a couple plugs. Get this engine to top dead center. Get rid of the coil. Get the electronic ignition stabbed into it. Got the engine at top dead center. We're gonna pull the distributor, get the new HEI ignition set up for it. My dad's taking the tools and jumped in already. He wants to pull that distributor out. Just gonna climb up there. And
yep, that's all we can do.
He hasn't had enough days work today. He went and worked all day. Now he wants to play with this. What about the firing order?
What about it? Huh?
There's a lot of people you hear go, what about the firing order? The firing order stamped right on the intake.
Yeah. So, 180 out.
So HEI is high energy ignition. It's basically just an updated ignition system for these older engines. And all we'll have to do is run a power wire, possibly the one that was hooked to this coil.
Yeah, we'll just use it.
We'll just use that power wire and come right in, and essentially it's there. And then we got new plugs, new wires, make sure everything's compatible with it. And this truck with a new carburetor and a new ignition system, it's gonna run great.
Have a 9/16.
I'm gonna go grab a 9/16 wrench.
Yeah. I thought it'd come out easier than that.
Well, it's probably been in there since 1972.
She's a jewel.
All right, distributor's set.
Just about.
Now you just gotta rotate it and drop it and have the gear drop down in where it's supposed to go. Aluminum spacer. Look at the insert that's in that. Look at the plastic inserts they make nowadays in these spacers. Back in the day, from the ones I used to have, it had 4 holes cut in aluminum spacer, and that was it. So this is kind of an interchangeable one, which is awesome. So that way we can use this stock intake, but put an updated carburetor. See, the HEI ignition system's on, and that's done. Uh-oh, the dogs are fighting outside.
Yours ain't involved, are they?
Yeah, my dog.
Is he?
Let's go get Ellie. Let's go figure out what Ellie's doing outside here. This is our entertainment. What are you guys fighting about now through the fence? Huh? Come on, you're covered in snow. What are you fighting with the dogs for? What are you fighting with the dogs for, huh? Out playing in the snow, fighting with the neighbor's dogs. Give me Knuckles. There you go.
Being a dog.
Okay. Well, there's our entertainment. And you can see clearly now.
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes so I feel at home.
Get a carburetor in here. Got that bracket all done. See, this corner right here will sit right on the edge of the carburetor, just like that. And it'll keep it from going either way, right on the corner of the carburetor, right?
Supposed to.
Okay, let's get it bolted down and then run some spark plug cables. This HEI ignition's in. We've got it the top dead center. We've got it set where we want it. We've got to run the spark plug wires. We don't want to do that until we replace the spark plugs. We'll get this carburetor mounted down. But check this out. Wop, wop, wop. And then this electronic choke, we'll just have to run a power wire to it. So once you turn the key on and start pumping it, the electronic choke will automatically kick in, I guess. We're gonna change out the radiator. We finally got a radiator in. It took 4 weeks to get a 3-core radiator with dual electric cooling fans. For some reason, logistics right now are just tough, so. All right, let's pull that shroud. Maybe. That'll be no longer. I won't have a shroud. There won't be a shroud no more.
I don't think you can get that out of there yet. I think that fan's all backwards. I'm pretty sure it is.
Fans on backwards.
I think so. Man, that's steamy fan. It's all backwards.
The fan was on backwards. Okay, we'll get rid of the shroud. Like I said, we won't need it anymore. Alright. Water pump's out. Time to install the new water pump. Okay, time to take the radiator out. Good?
Ready.
Ready to pull it? Well, it's out.
Look at this.
What'd you find? What is that? A wedge of wood, huh?
These rubbers are good, so I don't know why they're so.
Huh.
Imagine.
Alright. Got got the water pump installed. We got the temperature wire fixed. I think we're ready to put a pulley on the water pump and set this new radiator in. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, we pulled the thermostat housing off. Thermostat's stuck open. Look at that. You can see the gap between there. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. See how this one's up inside there and plugged? That one you can see the gap through. But of course, you don't get a gasket with these nowadays. For some reason, they don't send you a gasket, so now we've got to wait and get a gasket for it. We've got to go get a few bolts for the water pump pulley, and this thing's going to be running the next hour. We're going to be driving this truck. I'm excited. Check that out. Brand new 3-quart aluminum radiator with electric fans built into it. He shouldn't have any overheating problems now. Let's get this bad boy set in.
Hopefully it'll fit right in there, huh?
Should sit right down in there. It's built for the truck. At least that's what they say. How's that look?
Looks good to me.
Man, that's awesome.
As long as these fit. I think so.
Brackets fit and everything, huh?
I think so.
Look at all that room between there now without that shroud and fan. Should work great though. Let's get her bolted in. It was probably something really nice. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna get a few things buttoned up. We'll get some antifreeze put in it. Get a few of these wires tied up. We'll get a wire hooked up to the sending unit, and she'll be ready to fire up. I think we're ready to fire this thing up. Should we start it?
If you want.
No leaks, huh? Customer asked us if we would fix the temperature gauge. The temperature gauge wasn't working. So I ordered one of these OEM temperature gauges. It's a matte finish and not a gloss finish like this one, but that's all I could get to make it to where it was factory, you know. We don't want to add another gauge underneath. He said he was okay with that, but I don't like that. We'll get this slot back in here. And so you can hardly tell that it's matte black instead of gloss. I mean, I guess as long as it works, that's what's important, right? Gotta have a working temperature gauge. Fuel gauge, that's all right. I mean, but temperature gauge, that can become catastrophic. So, got the dash all buttoned up and put back together. Okay. Well, we are just buttoning up the 72 GMC. We're gonna change the oil. My dad's just making sure the distributor's all tight down. This thing purrs like a kitten. We're excited to take it to the customer. All right, let's get it fired up and get it delivered. Thing runs so good. There it is. All done, running great. Let's go deliver this to the customer. Well, here goes the first test drive in the truck. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to film and drive at the same time. It's a stick shift, so gotta have both my hands. But here we go. Speedometer's working, temperature gauge is on cold, the oil pressure's working. Look at this thing, it's so cool driving these old trucks, so cool. Okay, I got Randy here. We just delivered the truck. We're gonna pop the hood and show him what we've done with it. See what he thinks. So, we replaced carburetor, whole ignition system, cap, rotor, wires, plugs. We got a whole new updated radiator and cooling system. We've mounted the battery down, changed the oil. She's tuned up, ready to go.
That's nice.
All updated. Modernized, I guess you could say.
Cool. Look at that cool carburetor.
Yeah, everything runs good, so we'll let him start it up and see what he thinks, and we'll let him get on his way.
Okay.
Fire it up.
Wow. That's cool.
I'll rev it up a little bit. Seems spot on.
You would never do that before. You would kind of hesitate.
Yeah. It idles good. Huh. Cool.
That's good.
Okay, well, that one's delivered and done. We'll have to get back to the shop and get started on another project, but he's happy. I'm happy. Check this out. Randy does hand striping. How cool that is. He made that for us, so we'll take that back. We'll hang that on the wall in the shop, and you guys will see it in all of our videos in the background. All right, guys, here we are, 6 months later. Check that out. We were gonna end the video at getting it running right, but he liked it so much and it ran so good that he decided to keep going with it and do almost a full restoration. Let's check this interior out. This thing is sweet. So Randy's redone door panels, the dash. Remember we put gauges in it. He's got it all striped over there. He's got a stripe up the center. New seat, new carpet. Man, this thing is sweet. He's got a bed liner put in the back. Got a bed liner put in the bed. New wheels and tires. Love the combination. New rear bumper. He's got it all striped. Check out the striping on this. Randy's a pro at that pin striping. This thing is beautiful. Let's see what he did with underneath the hood. You guys are gonna love this. Have stubs open the hood. I can't do it with one hand. These are the old style. They don't open for you like the new cars do. Check this out, you guys. So, you got the motor all cleaned up. There's the carburetor we put in it. Check this out. It's all clean. Pinstripe. Look at this. Look at the best part. Check. And he did all that by hand. How cool is that? Pop the hood on the old 72 and have an elk bugling right there. Man, that's sweet. Such a sweet truck. Yeah, we put about 2 weeks into it. They put probably a couple months into doing all the body work and everything, but what a beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. So that's one that we can check off our list. It turned out great in the end. No credit to me for the paint and everything, but we appreciate Randy giving us the opportunity to work on that truck and to put the time that we put into it and to come back and film it and all that. So we appreciate you guys for watching. So like, share, and subscribe, and keep an eye on some cool projects coming up. Thanks, guys.